But we
I'm
didn't talk
signing
about
in.
the actual
People get
meetup.
it.
Okay, so let's say some things about the meetup because that was the most cool thing ever, meeting each other. And thank you for bringing it back before we watch the Sorrento's video. That's gonna just kill us at the end. But well, thank you for sharing that. You're such a freak.
Chocolate,
Oh,
chocolate Stacey.
chocolate Stacey. Oh, thank you for showing that. That will be on
We need a
YouTube for.
reference. The audience needs to see this stuff.
I know. That was at like midnight after he
It was 10:33
offered.
p.m. By the way, I have the fucking timestamp right here.
So chocolate Stacey came up because
I
Stacey
thought
was
it was.
talking to somebody, and I tried to make her laugh while she was mid conversation. She didn't see me do it. I went to just go bite frosting off a cupcake, but all the frosting came off on my face. Chocolate frosting came off on my face, so I spent time, under the table wiping it off. I was walking around all night with freaking frosting on my face like a total degenerate. And then
We took like 40
And
pictures during that.
cousin was like hitting on the waitress with the frosting on his face.
I was not hitting on the waitress in the least. I was asking for a fucking
Like, you were giving her advance notice. Like, sorry.
I was trying to get people out. I helped her out getting people out, but so
Wait,
when I
okay.
noticed that, I ran up to Stacey, put my finger in her face, and scolded her for not telling me like it was her freaking problem.
He was holding his finger out on the way over to the table, like.
Because I was so excited about it. It's not like, obviously I wasn't pissed. I was like cry laughing so hard.
And I thought it was like he was ready to tell me something hilarious or something. And then he's like, obviously he wasn't mad, but it was so funny that he's like, you didn't tell me. I'm like, I didn't even notice. And like, I didn't even notice. I'm like, it was dark in there.
I didn't know I had to like wet nap your freaking face, you right? Like, jeez. Yeah, like that's pretty embarrassing.
And Thunderous
He's
was
like, it's
busy
like
just
somebody walking around.
Night. That was the second night.
That was night number 2.
The first night, so I picked Jeevs up from the airport.
Oh my god.
We go. Listen to George performing.
that
Amazing.
was so phenomenal.
Thank you.
That was so good.
Thank you.
If you've never heard,
like in Jesus.
that's a
right?
perfect description. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
If you haven't heard him sing, everyone go find his next shows, like for sure, because like honestly, like it was really good.
Thank you.
I appreciate that it happened on a night where you could perform like that too.
I'm glad you guys were able to hang out.
Special for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So some people were there the first night that weren't there the second night.
Yeah,
Some people were the
Meetup.
second night that weren't there the first. So it worked out. I was like 20 some plus people around, right? Ish.
Yep.
And then
20 something in and out the first night, and
Or at
the
least 800 people there.
800 people.
there were so many.
It's like there's maybe 35.
But yeah, it was so great. Like being able to like have legit Bitcoin conversations, but also just have an amazing time. Like it's not like it was stuffy. It's not like we were wearing friggin' ties and like starting businesses. Like we're just.
How great was it that you guys were able to stand on a sidewalk in November listening to music and talking to each other? Fucking weather.
In Chicago.
In Chicago on top of it.
Right.
And then we had a fire pit where fucking.
The fire pit after, I was like, okay, so we were like, okay, who wants to come back to our house? Here we're thinking everybody's going to be in Chicago. They're going to want to go down to the city. And we're like, okay, we're tired. We're not going to go to the city. Like we don't like going like out too much like that. But we thought everyone wanted to go do their own thing or go party or something. But everyone's like, no, a bonfire at your house? Yes. So everyone just like came over. And then I thought it was going to be like 2, 3, 4 people, but it was like 15 people I think in the backyard.
Awesome.
And it was like smoky, like the wood was so smoky that we were like, but it got better at times and worse
Yeah,
at
it
times.
was
There was
fun.
like a lot of smoke, and I thought people would be like, "Oh, this fucking sucks. Let's get out of here." You know what I mean? Like, but everyone just like loved it, and people were just hanging out. We were up till 3 in the morning, just having the best time. I don't know. It was just like because so many of us have known each other. There was people that we hadn't met that just came in
Yeah.
just for this, and they're just at our house till 3 in the morning, and it was the best
And
time.
great people. Like
Yeah.
awesome comment, like all of them. Like every
The
it
like,
was
that girl
great.
from Milwaukee, she was amazing. Margaret, she didn't know the Bitcoin Army people. She heard about it from the Milwaukee meetup. So and she just drove out. It's like, I thought that was the coolest thing for, like, a girl to
Yeah.
come. It's
Yeah.
not like she just knew us for a long time and was like, "I'm gonna go." Like, she was just heard about Bitcoiners meeting up nearby, and she's like, "I need to be there." And she had the best time with us. But everybody that came here was, like, very surreal. Like, honestly, like, I feel like I wanna be, like, super emotional about it. I'm trying not to be, but it's like it feels almost like you're stunned that it happened and it was so
Yeah.
exciting, so cool.
Yeah.
But I do feel, like, overwhelmed by how cool it was. Even George, you were saying something that I thought was the best. He goes, "Talking to all these Bitcoiners for 2 days, you guys are just such cool people." It's not like we were even talking about Bitcoin most of the time. There were a few
Yeah.
like, parts in the night where we would just talk about Bitcoin, but for the most part, we were just having fun. Like, we were just having fun, just people having the same
Enjoying
principles
each
that
other's
just
company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, "I wanted to just go to the bar and tell these random people sitting at the bar that weren't there for, like, the meetup, just be like, 'Hey, you should come over and meet some Bitcoin people. They're pretty cool.'" Like, you know what I mean? And just see how they are as people because other groups of people, sometimes it feels the conversations are different, the vibe is different, but it was just so fun and chill at the same
There
time.
was zero flex. Like there was like no flex from any. Like no one was trying to be
Yes,
anything
some
they
of them are
weren't.
like fucking OGs. Like they've been there for a long time, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just like, everyone just down to earth, like really
Mhm.
good, easy to talk to people. Like nothing stuffy. Like I'm a
Yeah.
socially anxious person until I'm like comfortable with someone, and then you know I
Yeah.
think we all figured out what happens then. I
Yeah.
chalk it up and face and do stupid shit. But like.
you get
But, like,
frosting in your
all of
face.
these people were so easy to talk to, like, even, like, meeting him at the airport, whom I've
Yeah.
never met, it
Yeah.
just the whole time we were talking, like, on the tram, like, from baggage claim, on the tram, figuring out the rental car, we didn't stop talking the whole effing time. It just
You
It
didn't.
didn't
reminds me of, like,
You didn't.
brothers don't shake
You
hands,
didn't tell the
brothers
story
gotta
how you
hug.
met Rob
right?
in the airport.
What's that?
You didn't. You didn't. You didn't tell the story about how you met Rob or you recognized Rob at the airport.
Yeah, I recognized Rob at the air like, I'm like, "That's gotta be him," because I got, like, a DM that said he was at baggage claim, and I recognized him, just from whatever, pictures or something.
His
I'm
profile
like, "That's
picture.
him." Yeah, but I went and just got my bag, and then he got a DM, I'm at the bag like, I had it, and I was just standing because I wasn't gonna
He's
go up
just
to him.
standing right behind him.
"Are you Rob?" Yeah, and then he goes, "I'm at the baggage claim." I go, "I'm standing right behind you."
I
That's funny.
didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I don't even know if he saw it at the time, like, he might not have gotten to it, but,
That's
like,
funny.
yeah.
So funny. That's amazing. When I saw Michelle too, she was messaging that she was eating next door to the place that we were at the first night, and I don't know, just seeing her, I saw Jeeves too. I think when I saw Jeeves too, I freaked out. Like, I probably scared you, Jeeves. I think I scared him. I don't
No,
know.
no.
I kinda, like, yelled in his face a little bit.
Mhm.
I was like, "I can't believe you're here." I was like, "What the fuck?" And then, like, when I saw
I did
Michelle
the same
too,
thing.
like, I don't know, I think my face started glitching, like, I think it wasn't, like, all of a sudden, like, George was, like, looking at the picture of me and Michelle, and he's like he loves me, okay, he loves me,
You
but
don't
he
have
was
to
like
remind people I love you,
yeah, but he said I looked like
Yeah, I
Quasimodo, and I
remember.
thought it was fucking hilarious, and I was
Because she was
like
like, it was like that one picture of that actor where one of his eyes is like super open and the other one is like
I
kind of
was like
scrunched. So she
I
kind of
was
looks like
like,
that.
"Michelle!" Like,
She's
my
excited
face,
and
like
nervous at the same time, like
Like, when fake lashes get stuck together, and you're just
it
yeah.
like
was like
in
yeah, I
one
was
eye,
looking at
it's
that,
like,
so,
Oh,
yeah.
like I'm pretty sure I did the same thing because like meeting Michelle was surreal and like just
Yeah,
getting to hang out with her, like and
I know.
just
Oh my god, it
feel
was
each
so
other's
funny.
energy and shit. Like it was so great.
But that's the
And
thing that
then
I
the
was
only
telling
other
Stacey about. I was telling Stacey that whoever I tell about Stacey's podcast or I talk to about Bitcoin in general, it's always like the first initial reaction people have to me talking about it is kind of like a nervous giggle, almost like, oh, like something about like a vegan that talks too much about being vegan or somebody that's gluten intolerant talking about being in gluten intolerant. You're like,
Mhm,
kind of like, oh, is this fucking person going to try to like convince me that it's a good thing? But it's like, you
mhm,
don't fucking know anything about it. So why are you already forming an
mhm,
opinion on it? You know, just from
right.
hearing about FTX or hearing about some like whatever that you think crypto and fucking Bitcoin's the same thing, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what you were saying, like, even the vibe of the people at that place, it wasn't like normally you think of, like, somebody who's vegan and all they wanna talk about is the vegan stuff, or somebody who's into health and that's all they talk about is their health, and you're like, "Oh my god, I know you're into your health, and this has been a great conversation, but we've talked for, like, 3 hours about the same thing." But, like, Bitcoiners, it's like when you're around other Bitcoiners and you all understand it, we didn't have to constantly talk about it, like, we would mention we didn't talk about the price once. We were just, like, not talking about really much. There was a few times, but mostly we were just, like, having a good time together and not bringing it up. It's not like we only identified with Bitcoin, like, we can only talk about Bitcoin to have fun. Like, we were just hanging
Yeah.
out, like, I don't know, we just having the same realization of the NPCs around the world, the fake, the way that you're manipulated and the lies you're told and the truth that we know. It's just like that basis of reality around all of us it just makes it so that we can actually have fun because we're not these stressed out people that are just hanging out talking about politics all day because, you know, we're freaking out about one side or the other, any of that. Like we don't care. Like we're outside of that, so it's like more fun to hang out with people like that.
So what's the
Yeah.
next step to grow that? I mean, it was such a great turnout. And I told Stacey, I'm like, it was called kind of like a Bitcoin army, like meetup, you know? But then she put it on the Orange Pill app and other like Bitcoin people came out and everything. And it turned out
Yeah.
great. And there were there were a lot of Bitcoin army people that flew in like you guys and drove in and whatever. But I'm like, how do we grow it? How does it grow now? From that point, do you have another one where you just keep promoting and hopefully all the people that came out promote it to more people so we could keep doing it?
I think, yeah, whatever you guys think, but I think the main thing is like the consistency over time. Like I think people enjoyed it, people like getting together and I think having more of those and people realizing they had fun with Bitcoiners here in Chicago, looking for other Bitcoin meetups in their area too and just doing it more often and because we realize how much fun it is to get to know Bitcoin people. But just doing more, like I would love to host more and just keep having a place where people can come to and hang out with us and just then it can grow. More people could realize this is a thing and actually do it. But even that, I think Andrew Tillman was there and he was talking about like promoting Natalie Brunell's book signing if he, just being part of other people's things and grouping up like in the same city. Like, hey, we're this group that gets together, we're gonna group up. I don't know. But I think just being like hubs, like having hubs all over, so if people can travel and just find meetups by you, but I love the Chicago one. I think Chicago needs something because people say a lot of states have Bitcoin things like nearby, like Texas is a big one, and Nashville, I think, and California's got stuff, but like Chicago is kind of like the Midwest is lacking, I think, in the Bitcoin meetup space. And I think
There-
a lot of us that came were in the area, even if it wasn't like directly like Illinois people, you guys came from out of town, but it was somewhere in that vicinity of the nation, so it wasn't like,
yeah,
oh,
Chicago's so centrally located, you know, it's so great to have
it
it.
mhm,
really is. And I think quarterly is like certainly reasonable.
mhm.
Like
Mhm.
I think it's
like a
awesome.
once a quarter and like grow it like t- so people don't like this started like I just DM Stacy if there was any like meetups happening because I was getting the itch to like meet just Bitcoiners. I hadn't been to a meetup before. Like, hey, do you and George have like a meetup that you go to?
Mhm.
You know, um, is there anything like in the near future? And like I just named this week, and she's like, why don't we just have our own? I'm like, you read my friggin' mind. Like,
Yeah.
heck yeah. And then she put it together and it turned out just phenomenally. Like,
How
I
better.
think
amazing would it be if we got like one in the summer or whatever, and we got like a rooftop for like a Cubs game and everybody paid to like go and hang out there, then just fucking make like a cool weekend out of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Done.
I think it'd be awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah. I mean,
Like,
look how and this is the other thing about Bitcoiners. When you talk to regular people and you live near each other and you're like, hey, let's do this. And they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it never happens. But it's like you come up with an idea and a Bitcoiner is like, yes, when? Tell me the date. Like we'll make it happen. Like we
well,
want to do this again.
The whole point of Bitcoin is to be is freedom, right?
Mhm.
So I like Stacey says all the time when she cuts hair, she goes, there used to be so many people that would come in and be like, I'm going to this event or I'm going to this place or I'm going out to dinner or I'm celebrating this and I'm going out. And she's like, nobody does that anymore. It's like so
Mhm.
many people are so like at home now. They're just like, they don't go out as much and they're afraid to go out and they don't do as many cool things. And I'm like, what kind of fucking life is that? You know, it's like
Mhm.
so boring to not have the freedom or like even the will to do things that are cool. I'm like, I want to experience shit. I don't want to fucking die and be
Mhm.
like, man, I could have done a lot more cooler shit or met a lot more cooler people. You know, it's like it just sucks to kind of be closed off and not be able to experience things. And if we have this Bitcoin meetup somewhere else and we organize it, but we meet up in fucking wherever, I mean, I'd be
Mhm.
just as equally cool with that, you
Yeah.
know?
Great.
yeah.
I would love that's a great idea. Totally. I think that's so true because I think in Bitcoin, like people, we do value our time. We do save money in Bitcoin so we don't waste money, but we also want to spend it doing things we love. And it's like a lot of people, when they don't have hope for the future, they're just thinking, like, well, I'm never going to get out of this shit show. So who cares? And I'm just going to try to like tread water until I die, But it's like that's why you want to find something to give you hope and actually enjoy life while you're here, So it's like we like doing that stuff.
They
Yeah,
said
and
that
Um,
people with the same
I wouldn't
values.
have made it if I wasn't saving in Bitcoin for sure. Uh,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, that I'm not someone who had an affluent background anyway. Like,
mhm.
but now I can just like book a flight, even though it's like super expensive, and like okay, that's fine. Like screw this shit. Like we're gonna go like in a meetup. It's like it's fiat money anyway. Like,
Right. Yeah, that's how you think
I
of it.
can't afford. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be able to afford something like this if it wasn't for what I'm doing with my money. You
Yeah.
know,
And
that's the coolest thing.
yeah, it's like that what you have saved and it'll keep growing. And it's just it gives you the ability to do it and also these memories that we are making with people that we have so much fun with are priceless. So it's just I mean, I don't know. Like I was just so happy making a compilation video of like all the pictures from the weekend. It was really fun to just put that so we could just remember those moments in like a little like a highlight reel sort of thing and that makes me happy. But I love the idea of doing it in other areas, other states. George wants to do this. He loves, I'm so happy
Mm.
you had fun around Bitcoiners. Like you had a great time. Like every time I looked over, he was having some great conversation with somebody. It's amazing. It makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like
Yeah.
talking to people that are cool. It's like if
Yeah.
there were people that weren't cool, I wouldn't be talking to them. You know, I wouldn't want to talk to them.
Yeah,
I don't like being uncomfortable. You know, it's like I'm socially awkward when it comes to people that I don't feel are real, and everybody felt really real. You know, everybody was genuinely not. It wasn't like a dick measuring contest. You know, didn't feel like that at all. Where not to talk shit, but a lot of the fathers in the area that we live in are very, oh, you see my new EV car and you see my this, and I'm golfing all the time doing this, and I met over there and I bought this, and we have this, and this is how much my kitchen costs to redo and all this shit. And I'm like,
Fun.
I don't fucking care. I don't care. None of that shit impresses me. I'm not impressed
yeah.
by money. I'm not impressed by
Mhm.
any of that shit. But if you're a real person, I'm cool with you. You know, so that's all it is.
Like, even
Authenticity
having
counts
oh, what were you
more
Mhm.
than
saying?
anything. I said
Mhm,
authenticity counts more than anything. It's not like the flex of a fucking like what you have, like
Mhm.
what can like yeah, it's people define their scoreboard by that shit, and it's just
mhm,
a hollow existence. Like that's cool. Like have fun, but like no one can take those memories away from you, just like they can't take your Bitcoin away from you. Us,
Mhm.
mhm.
so, like we have that shit forever, and that's awesome. I'm genuinely grateful. It, yeah.
even having you guys over when everyone came over for the fire pit, I know we were mostly outside, but people came in and out of the house and everything. And I feel like sometimes you think like about judgy people, especially in an area where everyone is affluent, they all have like brand new kitchens and everything is like really nice and brand new. And I love our house and I love it the way it is. And I think that there are people that judge you for not having everything like, you know what I mean? Brand new. But I feel
Pristine.
like Bitcoiners, yeah, but
Yeah.
Bitcoiners would be like almost like, oh, I respect that. I like that your house looks this way because we know that you're not fiat minded thinking that updating the house a certain way matters more than stacking sats right now when it matters. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's like
Right.
that's
I'm more impressed by the Bill Murray picture than any new kitchen for sure.
Right.
Everybody mentions that. That's why it was like
Fucking boss level shit.
it was a $20 picture, and
It's
I
boss.
bought the frame off of like Craigslist or
I love that people are either confused by it when they walk past or like
is that Bill Murray? Everybody always goes, is that Bill Murray? I'm like, yeah, it's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
that.
proud of
You
that
don't
too.
have
I'm
one of
like,
these, like, right? Like, yeah, that's Bill Murray. You don't have one?
I know.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Bill
So
Murray, you should come to a Bitcoin meetup.
oh, Bill Murray's the greatest, man.